And he can also ask that all of his political appointees will refrain from dealings with the law firm and defer to career government officials to handle any matters that arise. I think that would go a long way to resolving the appearance concern, and I hope they'll do that because they haven't done it yet.
A White House spokesperson tells CNN that the president, quote, has pledged an absolute wall with any family member's private business interests. Any implication to the contrary is flatly untrue and unsupported by the facts, unquote. There's also another relative in the headlines. The family name will likely help the president's son, Hunter Biden, again. He has a book due out in April. It's about his struggles with addiction. The president recently talked about this and about his son's progress. Take a listen.
But the honesty with which he stepped forward and talked about the problem and the hope, that it gave me hope reading it. I mean, it was like, my boy's back. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm sorry to get so personal.
Like, it's very emotional, obviously, because the president has been through so much tragedy in his family, and obviously Hunter's struggles are part of that. Hunter announced this right after his father took office. His addiction was a main target for Republicans during the campaign. He's also under federal criminal investigation for his business dealings with China. And look, I know everyone watching hopes for the very, very best for Hunter and understands that his story can be inspirational. But what do you make of this book deal as a government ethicist? Do you have an issue with it?
You know, I think it's important that Joe Biden has empathy, unlike the last president, and cares deeply about his son. But I think that as we're rebuilding ethics, it would be better for the president to not be on television talking about having read his son's book. And I think that the fact that he started talking about it the same week as the marketing effort of the firm that's publishing the book announced the publication date is very unfortunate. This was a lost opportunity to say, we're going to model government ethics by refraining from talking about the book. Now, I'm happy to tell you how proud I am of my son, but we're not going to talk about the book. And instead, he said that he read the book and praised it.
Yeah, although we should note, and I know, Walter, you've been very outspoken on this, this is apples to alligators when it comes to the Trump team. I mean, the Republican National Committee was buying Donald Trump Jr.'s book. Walter Schaub, thank you so much. Appreciate your efforts. We'll be right back. Before we go, we want to take the time to remember one of the more than 464,000 lives lost to coronavirus in the U.S. Jacqueline Tardif was just 29 years old. She was an aerospace engineer in El Segundo, California. She helped design and build space satellites. Her mother says her daughter Jackie was strong-willed, compassionate, a fierce defender of those disadvantaged. She loved space exploration. She also volunteered helping children with special needs. She taught science and technology outreach programs. Jackie was born and raised in Maryland, where her family is planning a memorial service for next weekend. To the Tardif family, our deepest condolences. May her memory be a blessing. Our coverage on CNN continues right now.